Welcome to St. Louis, Missouri, known as the Gateway to the West and now gateway to the newest club in Major League Soccer, St. Louis City SC, and their home field, City Park. This $458 million venue boasts a 22,500 seat capacity and is centrally located in downtown West, just steps away from the city's historic Union Station. Up top, the open-air stadium boasts a unique canopy design, providing supporters with some of the most extensive shaded coverage in MLS and locking in the sound and atmosphere on game day. And while this club may be the new kid on the block, St. Louis has a rich soccer heritage and an important history that the club is looking to honor and build upon for the future.
That heritage dates back to one of the earliest and greatest upsets in World Cup history, when a wily U.S. national team featuring 5 players from the Hill neighborhood of St. Louis upset a heavily favored England side 1-0 in 1950. At the collegiate level, the city's Division I soccer program at St. Louis University has won 10 national titles, and the city hosts the annual Hermann Trophy Awards ceremony, given to the nation's top men's and women's college soccer players.
Making it accessible for kids maybe in underserved communities in St. Louis, what do you think that this stadium is going to do in that regard?
I want to have St. Louisans on the next, men's national team playing in the World Cup here in North America, but also playing on our home team too. St. Louis loves a homegrown athlete.
Club owner Carolyn Kindle is taking that sports history and bringing it into the present. And after a couple false starts to bring an expansion team to St. Louis, on August 20th, 2019, a female-led ownership group were officially announced as the 28th club to join Major League Soccer.
It is with great honor and an incredible pleasure for me to announce that St. Louis will be the 28th team in Major League Soccer. Congratulations.
St. Louis, are we ready to do this?
We're creating lifelong memories. Nobody's had an opportunity in this region to take, whether it's a spouse or a child or a grandparent, to a professional MLS soccer match.
City Park features entryways in all 4 corners of the stadium and is built a full 40 feet below ground level, which allows it to fit comfortably into the surrounding downtown neighborhood, and yet opens up into a massive interior as fans walk down from the streets into their seats. Once inside, the first thing you'll hear is the roar from the 3,000 capacity supporters section on the north side of the field. This safe standing section features the steepest rake in the stadium, projecting noise onto the pitch from the likes of the St. Louligans, No Nap City Ultras, Fleur de Noise, and other supporter groups. To make the fan experience that much sweeter, the club has hired James Beard award-winning chef Gerard Kraft as their chief flavor officer, with over 50 individual food offerings of everything from St. Louis-style barbecue to bites from the Balkans. The food journey will be an attraction all in itself. This is more than just a soccer stadium, however. The 30-acre stadium district is one of the largest of its kind in an urban setting, and the only one that includes a stadium, training facility, and 3 full-size fields for the first team and academy.
How big of an advantage of it is it to have the training facility literally across the street from the stadium? Because that's pretty unique. You do not find that certainly in MLS, but in professional sports.
So having it here as a kind of like an open door for the community, so everything is visible. Everything is, I call it always our open door policy, that makes it extremely, extremely special.
Lutz Pfannenstiel is the sporting director of St. Louis City SC and brings a huge amount of experience to the club after a 20-year professional career as a goalkeeper that took him to 27 different clubs on 6 different continents. Lutz even had a brief stint as the coach of the Antarctica 11 and now brings that experience to the decision-making process of the first team and academy.
I created in a way like a 3-pillar plan. So the 1 pillar is the community, giving kids an opportunity to actually play football for free. So getting away from the play-to-play system, giving kids with less fortunate backgrounds an opportunity. But then the second one is, of course, the academy. And St. Louis is famous for being soccer hot pot, so to say, with great talents, always national players. Now again, Tim Ream and George Sargent are both at the World Cup, both born and bred here. And the short-term pillar is the professional team.
And the city can't wait to welcome this team with open arms. When the club began accepting deposits for season tickets in September of 2020, more than 2 years before their inaugural match, the team received 30,000 deposits in the first 15 minutes and over 50,000 in the first 24 hours. Since that time, the team has brought on former New York Red Bull interim coach Bradley Carnell, as well as 2 designated players, German midfielder Edward Leuven from Hertha Berlin and Brazilian forward João Klaus from Hoffenheim.
We'll do our bit to inspire the community. So which means, what does that look like on day one? Well, be competitive. That's what we want to do. Play with a style and an identity to make teams not really enjoy coming to St. Louis. We want to play with a certain passion, an intensity and a style that really challenges a lot of teams around the league.
The club is doing plenty in the community as well, including partnering with local artist Damon Davis to create the Pillars of the Valley, an art installation that commemorates the history of the Mill Creek Valley neighborhood, a thriving Black community that was displaced in the 1950s in the name of urban renewal. And Davis, along with ownership and the club, are working together to make sure that the history and the injustice are not forgotten.
I wanted you to feel that people lived here, lives happened here, you know what I mean? And it's something that I think gets taken for granted, especially in this day and age. I want to think about what does it look like to dig up or excavate those histories that were covered up. And so, playing with time metaphors, I was trying to think, what's the most universal symbol for time? No matter where you're from, no matter what language, how old you are, what is the symbol for time? And that is an hourglass. This is the game of the world. That's what soccer is. And so people from all over the world will come here and they will learn about a community to help build this place and make this place what it is.
From community outreach to the roster build to this extraordinary stadium, everything this club has done in its lead up to its first MLS season has been intentional. And for a town known as America's first soccer capital, this city now has a team that is fitting of its legacy.